Am I in the right place? Well, before we start, guys, if I don't get a chance to see you guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. My family wishes you guys blessings. Hope you guys get what you want. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it for you, but I hope you get it.
Do you agree with that? What does that say about Tyler?
I think it says a lot about Tyler. It says a lot about his growth as a person. And you know what, I say that with as a compliment. I think I've been really proud of him and his progress this year as a person and he's always been a good guy and he's always had good intentions. And I think it's always a team goal because some of the things that he got a chance to shine under were created by someone else. But likewise, he created for others too at a couple of times. And so, you know, I still think that the award is to identify individuals. I like that that's his mentality. I still disagree that we only had one. I think obviously D Black I thought was arguably one of the best players, period, in this conference. And I still feel that DJ Davidson as good as any nose tackle in the league. It's just like I felt about Jermaine Lole the year prior. But I'm very, proud and happy for Tyler that he goes out that way. And I'm really proud of the way he's handled it with such humility. And I tell everybody, the thing that Tyler did really well the whole time, despite injuries and everything, is he treated people well. He was great to the fans and he was great to the people here. So he's going to make money in this town for a long time, man, And there's a lot of people with a lot of money that want to have golf with Tyler Johnson. I know that. And he should be proud of himself. But yeah, I'm proud of him and the way he's handled it with such humility. No. Well, so when I was in the NFL, my mentor, Andre Patterson, used to tell me, like, you don't always want to get a first rounder. Depends on the guy. And so I've kind of got a feel of what it's like to go through that with Tyler, because here's the thing, and it's not their fault. They go through it because when you try to change the way they look at things, the way their eyes progress, the way they have to think and act and react to everything, you're saying it to a guy who's done it his way and it's worked for him. Does that make sense? So Tyler is just, and I tell the joke all the time to our players. I said, guys, Tyler is one of those guys that he wakes up in the morning, he opens up the covers and there's a football right there. The football finds him. And it's like nothing I've ever seen before. AP said it to me when I got here. I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah. I've seen it before. No, this dude the football finds him. So it just finds him. And it's always been that way. So it's hard sometimes when I'm asking him to do the difficult things I ask him to do for him to say, yeah, completely commit. So that's the thing. Tyler has slowly but surely just figured it out. It happens for a lot of people. Some people never do because they're just so stuck in their ways. And it's not malicious. It wasn't a bad thing. But he has consciously just tried to work on himself, work on his mindset, work on those aspects. It's like fighting nature. He's really finding his natural way of doing things and way of thinking. So you're rewiring him. And as with him saying that, it's great because he's steady, he's peaking at the right time. And into this bowl week, his preparation, his focus, even his self-awareness has been so much better than it has in the past. So I do too. I wish I would have had him as a youngster and got a chance to raise him from day one and nip some of those habits in the bud, change his way, and some of the ways, I don't want to say humble him, but in the sense to just make him realize that if he builds it from the ground up, then the sky's the limit. And his talent it's that kind of talent. It's the kind of talent you draft on day 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2, really, in those first couple of rounds. And I really wish I would have had him from the jump. I really do believe 4 years of just doing our stuff, it really would have been beneficial for him. And it's not his fault. And what they were trying to do here in the previous staff, I can see it, that 3-3-5 stuff, and he's such a dynamic player, move him around. But if I could have just gotten him honed in on our technique for 4 years and also our way of thinking, the way he's ascended this last month and a half is something that I really would have loved to have from the beginning. But it takes a big man to admit that, and it takes a big man to fight through that, even at the end. And even like I said, first team all conference, he's still saying those things. That's really big for him. That's really good.
What do you think it says about him? There are reasons.
Yeah, and I think you got to separate the two. You don't want to vilify people because they make those decisions for themselves. I think we're all family here, and we know some guys make decisions for the right reasons, some for the wrong reasons. We love our guys, so you don't want to contrast, when I say this, but I think it says how much he loves being a Sun Devil. And I think it is. It was an emotional game for him. The Arizona game, Shannon Foreman the same way, Corey Stevens, and DJ Davidson, all of them. And he has that love for this place and for the people, all the Sun Devil fans. It's genuine. He loves you guys, and I think that's what shows. And it also shows, that he does love us and he loves his teammates and all that stuff. There's a simplicity to your life when you're a college student that goes away immediately. Once the money gets involved, you're a pro. That simplicity, it changes. It changes real quick. And the business, when it's all business, that's all it is. It's all business, and it takes away a little bit of that atmosphere, that purity. There's just a little bit of it is gone. It's still fun, but nonetheless, that part of it, you can tell it's precious to him.
What are your thoughts on
Robbie, one of the things is at some point in time, it's like when I was with the Vikings, we took guys that other people didn't value as much. And so they were later in the draft, but we saw skill set, we saw character. And so those are the two things that Robbie has: long arms, good feet. I think he's going to grow. If you see him in person, he's got wide shoulders. He's a great wrestler. The kid is a good athlete. He's going to carry a lot more weight. He's going to be a really good interior player for us, but he doesn't have a lot of technique, and that's our job. It's my job. And I trust in my ability to do that. I trust in our ability to do that. It's his character. This is a great kid. You're going to love this kid. And when he gets here, it's like I talk to you guys all the time about Daniil Hunter. There's a lot of guys that look and run and move like Daniil Hunter. Not that many, but a lot more than you think. His character, his intelligence separates him. That's what this kid is. He's a humble, hardworking, down-to-earth kid from the country. It doesn't take a lot to please him. He's not going to come here entitled asking, what can you do for me? He's going to come here saying, what can I do for the team? He wants to be a part of this. In the same light that you see Garen Stansberry and BJ Green, the other two guys I brought in here. He's cut from the same cloth. But he has a big upside with those long arms and the ability to carry a lot more weight and still be athletic. It's been a fun ride with DJ, a real fun ride. And I evaluate him as one of my biggest sources of pride as a coach. And when I got here, I got friends that are scouts and friends that are front office people in the NFL. So I know what people thought about him. And it was hard for him. The cool thing about DJ is he was actually mentored in high school by someone named Demetrius Maxey, who I've known since CFL days. We both went to UTEP. He was actually a grad assistant for me at UTEP for a little while. Just a great coach and a person, and that's DJ's guy. He told me he's going to be special coach. And when I got here and saw the skill set, I saw it, but I didn't see it in the way he went about his business and how he addressed the game. The way he's turned it up and the way he's fully committed to our technique and the way I've watched him take on the challenges that I put in front of him, because you got to understand, he played good last year. And if anybody, you guys have known me long enough, good's not good enough for me. Good's the enemy of great. And it almost angers me more when I just see good, and I want it to be great. So I put my foot on the gas with him this year. I looked him right in the eye and I challenged his manhood. To his credit, like, his wife is an unbelievable person. The way she gets that dude, they got on the same page that they had something in mind this year they were going to accomplish. DJ showed me toughness. He showed me drive, and he did it on a daily basis. So to watch him ascend and play not just like a good player, but like a dominant player. And at times he did. He took over the inside of the line. And there was some times we weren't at our best around him, but he did some great things to create for himself and for others. So as a coach, that's exactly what it's. I got this from Andre, but we always say we're not millionaires, but we make millionaires, right? And so he's not a millionaire, but this is to watch him be able to say, I'm ready. And also the feedback that I've gotten that he is ready and that there's going to be people there that are very interested in taking him. Man, that's what coaching's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And if I'm just, I don't want to be a chapter in their books, just to be a footnote in that story, because it's his victory and it's his accomplishment. But that's what it's all about, man. So I'm proud. I'm really proud of him, and he's kicked some butt this year.
Talk about Robbie Harris. Like now.
It's like it always is. I mean, I'll tell you what, it's not about who you don't get. It's about who you do. Bringing in the wrong guys is the worst thing we could do, regardless of the unknown, regardless of what's being said, regardless of all the various things that are probably going to be untrue at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And so that doubt and stuff like that, don't worry about it, because the facts that are here is that we have a tremendous university with great coaches, with great players, in a great spot. Trust me, this is just a wonderful place to live with great people. You just continue to sell what's true. And what's true is, dude, I want to get you here. I see your skill set. Come here. I'm going to coach you better than anybody can coach you. You're going to play for Herm Edwards. Antonio Pierce is going to be your defensive coordinator. You're going to love playing for that guy. And you're going to love the guys in my room. And whoever bites, there's enough good players out there. And I don't need, with all due respect, I don't need 10 different teams to agree with me to do that. There wasn't a lot of teams that were after BJ Green. How'd that work out? You know what I mean? And there was nobody after Gary Stansberry when we offered him. And then all of a sudden it blew up late because they figured it out. And he's a loyal kid. So we don't do things like, I think it's a great opportunity. Sometimes adversity gives you the opportunity to show something more that you're about. And at least at what I control and what we control in the defensive line room, we've always done it that way. We don't recruit guys because of their stars. And I really don't care about the stars, because I've been at the NFL level at the combine, and there's more guys that you go, hey, he was a 5-star, but XYZ, we got to fix him. Then there are, hey, he's a 5-star, he's ready to go, let's go. Now there are those guys, but you'd be shocked how many of those dudes are going, they're being drafted because of that system. So, you know, to me, it's just talk about what's real. Talk about, hey, let me tell you something. I'm here, Herm's here, AP's here, these players are here. Look what we've done with these guys, and look what the future holds in terms of what we're trying to build. And so it's still all positive. And I got to tell you, there's still people out there that love seeing us. When I show up with this logo, there's some people that are pumped to see us. And it's still fun to offer kids too. If you're on the road and you get a chance to tell their coach, hey, the kid's offered, and or, you know, you get a chance, you're out there and you get to see him and you make that connection, talk to him on the phone and say, hey, dude, you're offered. That reaction doesn't get old. And to watch guys get excited about ASU, that doesn't get old. So it's still a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. People have lost their minds out there in terms of flying, man. Why are people so rude to like flight attendants? And people are just ornery on the planes, man. So that's the one aspect of it, is being on planes with people are just crazy. That's once you get there and you get to recruit and be around coaches and players, that's all fun. That's actually a whole bunch of fun. So that'll never get tired of me. Well, we've got to find a way to establish more depth inside. So we're going to have to replace that somehow, be a transfer portal or recruiting. And so that's where Robbie's going to be there. We're still going to offer guys in there and try to build the depth from the inside out. I'm really excited about what we got coming off the edges, though. I think, you know, some of the things that we've been able to get there and the development, some of the things that I've seen here in these practices and bowl practices from Stanley Lamb, from Joe Moore, from Garen Stansberry, and then Anthony Cooper is making a leap, and he's starting to really come on. If you saw him rush against Arizona, he put some good stuff on tape, and he was tough to block. So I'm still excited about the edges, and I'm excited. I think Omar's had a good start to bowl practices. You know, we had to take Shannon out of retirement. He's still going to be with us. He's out there running around. And TJ Pesafea, still love the guy. And I think we got the same thing with DJ. We got to see him continue to ascend. And so I'm excited about our group, because year 3, it's got to be a culture now. It can't be something that I'm preaching that I can't be the one. I tell the guys, there's a difference between, you go to church, there isn't a church full of believers. There's a church full of churchgoers. I don't need people that show up on Sundays and go back to sinning as soon as they leave the church. I need believers. I need guys that live it, breathe it, and preach it. And that's the culture we need to establish in our room going in. So I'm excited about these guys, because their energy right now in these bowl practices, it's pretty outstanding. They can feel it. They can feel like it's their time. And it's different when you say it to them than when they feel it. And you can see that energy, that juice is starting to raise up, man. That gets me going as a coach. So I'm excited about the ends. We got to build it inside with depth and more guys that can do it. But we're a lot better off we were when I showed up. When I showed up, it was a lot more dreary a picture. And then once I got to work with these guys and what they've created, not me, but them, and, you know, I got to give a lot of credit to Marvin too. I never have really gotten a chance to say how great Marvin was establishing the culture here. And AP has been tremendous. If that doesn't happen, they don't allow us to build this thing the right way. So I'm really encouraged that we have that continuity with Marvin here, with AP, that we can still build this. It's not possible without those guys and their leadership. And they've done a great job for our kids. So I'm excited about the way the culture is being built up in our room.
Yes.
Ready to roll, baby. Ready to roll. I'm taking this Coke Zero. It's mine now.
Take a plate. We said the other day we were gonna take all the Cokes and replace them with Pepsi.
Can't do that. No.
Right, to see if
Is the camera still on? I don't approve of that. So, dog. I'll take your hair. We gonna go out here and fight? Oh, what's up?
Next up.
That's my name. Oh, it's crazy. I feel like my dad.
Jordan, obviously, we're not playing this big opportunity for you to kind of show yourself and kind of talk about the opportunity.
Yeah, you know, Jack and Chase aren't gonna play. They chose to opt out, you know what I'm saying, just so they can get ready for the combine. They got some big stuff ahead of them. For me, that just an opportunity to show something else I can do. I've played really everything this year at some point. So it's just another opportunity for me to, you know, show everybody what I can do, you know what I'm saying, and help my team win in a different spot than what I've been playing. Everybody's really excited. You know what I'm saying, just to get to play in the Vegas Bowl, play in a new stadium, and obviously get to play a team like Wisconsin. You know, it's just so much tradition. That's the team you watch growing up. So I'm really excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Just the opportunity to go out there on a big stage and show what ASU football is about.
Jordan, you mentioned being moved around and played by everyone. Do you have a position that you feel the most comfortable at?
No, man, I might feel comfortable on the field, wherever they can get me on the field, wherever I can, you know what I'm saying, help my team best. I don't really have a preference. I've played everything my entire life. So I kind of really just like to move around and do a little bit of everything.
Looking back on your season, what are you most proud of, and also what do you want to improve on?
Personally, or for like the whole group? Personally, I would say just my improvement, kind of really just at the nickel position as a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I had really done too much before Hawkeye got here and they moved me there. But something I'd want to improve on really is just overall just cover skills. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding zones, understanding where my help is, all that stuff. Just getting a better understanding of the defense as a whole, knowing what everybody else is doing, being able to line people up and put myself in the best position to succeed as well. Mhm.
What's your outlook on that?
I'm super optimistic and really excited. AP's done a really good job of kind of putting everybody in, giving everybody chances to show what they can do. And I think for the most part, everybody's been really successful. I think Mason Williams played his tail off at the beginning of the year, and we were kind of everybody was kind of hurt a little bit. Elijah Gamage in the last game, I thought he played really well. We have a lot of guys that people didn't know about coming into the year that show that they're football players and show that there's not really going to be a drop off or anything next year. So I'm really excited, really optimistic. I know we got a guy committed in the portal right now, safety. And he looks really good on film. I'm excited to get him here, and I'm excited for spring. It's gonna be great competition, and I think we're gonna be a really good group. Can you say that last part again? I apologize. Oh yeah. What I'm saying, that decision for them, we were all like, nobody was really upset about anything. We know that's what's best for them. But the expectations stay the same, even though they're not playing. They still expected the same things from us as they would have if they were playing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go out there, we gotta just play ball. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really changes. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, having them around, they're so experienced and so talented, it's kind of like a thing where they're gonna make a play. But at the end of the day, we got football players in the room, and what I'm saying, the expectations are no different.
Talked about those two guys not being there. When you look back this year, back in the defense really hasn't had everybody from any game.
Yeah.
Everyone's been out kind of singing forever.
Mm-hmm.
So is it kind of almost you guys are used to this kind of adjustment now because you kind of had to do that all year without those guys?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. That's what, like I was saying, so many people have played, what I'm saying, like, Chase and Jack aren't playing. So TD, who started half of last year, is gonna play. And like, what I'm saying, we just have so many people that have played and have shown that they can play and that we're all confident in. So, it's really not anything that we're like scared about or nervous about or anything like that. We're very confident going into the game.
So this season, you've been energetic guys out there. Is there anywhere that comes from in particular?
That's just kind of who I am. I just love football and I love my teammates and I love this school. So whenever things are going well, I'm gonna be excited. It could be the smallest thing. They could overthrow a ball by 40 yards and I'm still gonna celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I just love football, man. It's my happy place. There's no other place I want to be on a Saturday. So I play like that.
What are some of the
Really just, what I'm saying, making sure we run fit well. You know what I'm saying? They're just such a disciplined group. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get in your gap, that could be a problem. So just making sure we fit up where we're supposed to, making sure we're ready for a physical battle. And yeah, that's it. Cool. Appreciate y'all.
Kyle Soelle next. Make somebody like UTEP, somebody a good coach.
I think everyone's excited. Good competition. I think Wisconsin, they've made a name for themselves as a powerhouse team in college football. So we're excited about that opportunity. Everyone's, it's going to be a fun bowl game as well. Vegas, good site. And overall, just a good competition, and we're excited. They're a great offensive line, great run game. Obviously, offensively as well. We got to be able to move the ball. I heard they have a great defense. They're just a good team overall, and we're excited about the competition. Yeah, I think it's a dream come true, obviously. But when we're out there, it's just it's just business. Like it's just like playing with anybody else on the team. But it is special when I see him in the locker room, and I try to help him out the best I can, and he helps me in ways as well. So it's a special opportunity, and I'm thankful for it. I don't really pay attention to it. Honestly, I thought the list was more funny. I don't understand how Rashad White doesn't make first team, but it is what it is, right? Sure, more reason to work harder. I feel like I haven't done anything then, right? But at the end of the day, wins and losses mean more to me. Overall, we want to win a championship here, and that's the goal. I think every leader on the team has their own way of doing things. I kind of just try to stay open to everyone. Obviously, you got to hold the standard, and got to make sure that standard's met every day. But I try to be open to everyone for questions, whatnot. But yeah, I think everyone's got their own style, honestly. I'd probably say it was Chase. Chase was for sure the most vocal. Gonna have to fill his shoes next year some way, but we'll see. Thank you.